Good morning, evening, or afternoon, followers and my good subjects. First, may I say apologies for my voice. I know it's might be hard to hear or I might sound weird, but I was doing a lot of screaming and my voice is frankly not in the best shape. But when content arrives, I must be one of the first because, yeah, I want this to be successful. But let's go to another note. So, today Apex released the gameplay trailer for Season 9. And let me just be honest, I am not that hyped. Can't lie. I'm not excited. I'm just... Let's go into it. But before we begin, allow me to say, please like, please subscribe, follow me on my socials, which I will have somewhere. But we're not just going to be talking about this. I'm going to put a spoiler warning right here. Warning, okay? I hope you're listening. I will be talking about the finale of Captain America and the Winter Soldier. Okay? So if you don't want to be spoiled, I'll have a timestamp at where you should stop because I'm starting with Season 9 first. And frankly, I don't want it to be spoiled for anyone. It was amazing, gorgeous. I love it so much, and I'm waiting for Loki desperately. Let's begin. I have a few clips here, so hopefully the editing looks decent, and if not, future Lord Win, you're bad at this job. But let's begin. So, here we can kind of see Valk using her abilities. So, obviously, the leaks were correct. Valkyrie has a cluster bomb ability as well as a flight ability, a flight that allows her and her teammates to redeploy, as well as the ability of flight. Now, as I said before, they just copy and pasted Pharah into Overwatch. Let's get a closer look at this. So this is Valkyrie's cluster bomb. Now, we didn't see anything about how much damage it did or exactly how far, but I'm guessing this is an estimated somewhat range we can get. Now, using my superior editing skills and absolute god enhancement, I will pull the classic blunder used in NYPD, Hawaii Five-0, and Star Trek, and I will enhance when I want to. Now, this is the thing that got me worried. Now, obviously, this is something she stole, of course, from her father's North Star rig, which I'm horrendously upset about, but this is the cluster bomb. I guess it has obvious markers like a Gibby ult, and I can't really say how I feel about this. I feel like it will be the destroyer of all Defense Legends. Let's think of this. If you don't have a Watson, you have a Rampart, or you have let's say a Caustic, Gibby, literally anyone who works well out in the open, Valkyrie could literally just decimate you. Just look at you and go, Zawada! And then you're dead. You are just absolutely totaled. And I think from here, I'll have the image on screen, it looks like it's about 12 missiles, I'd like to say. 4 going back and 3 across, unless this is just used temporarily. So she'll have about 12 bombs that she will launch at her enemies before sending them to Valhalla, which is actually kind of funny. Why doesn't she have a line that says that? Like I want that to be a thing between Bloodhound and Valkyrie now, just like Bloodhound is saying something like, "You will send him to Valhalla, Einherji," and she just is going like, "What the hell? What is Valhalla? And who the sweet bejesus are you?" And just absolutely confused because, you know, in Nordic mythology, Valkyries were warriors of Odin and Valhalla, and also carried honorable warriors to Valhalla. So I can just imagine Bloodhounds just going like, "Oh, ooh, Valkyrie." No, this is the funniest thing to me. I will say, Valkyrie is not the only thing. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone else. Not the only thing they copied from Overwatch. for those of you who remember, back in 2016, you're booting up a new Blizzard game. Ah, yes, the 6v6 multiplayer class game, Overwatch. And you decided to pick everyone's favorite mysterious bowman, Hanzo Shimada. And for those of us who remember Hanzo, I'll insert it, here are the new hop-ups. I don't have any audio editing software. So, if you look here, this is I can't remember its name off the top of my head. I'm editing this after recording, so I'm going to be quiet here so I can insert what it actually is called. So they're called Shattercaps. You're welcome, past Lord Win. Thank you, future Lord Win. And it makes the bow, and the 30-30 repeater, mind you, a shotgun. It makes a scatter shot, similar to a certain Japanese archer. No, I don't care, really. And this is kind of like oh no, it's only good long range, and then haha, you fell for the classic blunder, shotgun bow. Dear Lord, what was Respawn thinking? Guys, what should we do for a long-range weapon for a hop-up? I don't know. Let's make it a shotgun. God dang it, that's a wonderful idea. That's just my personal iteration of what I think the Respawn balancing game development team sounds and looks like. So, to move on to the next top-up, Deadeye's Tempo, which will be able to go on the Bolshek bow. That's how I'm pronouncing it. Bolshek. I don't know, it feels like deserves to be Russianly pronounced. And it will go on the bow and the sentinel. Now, this makes it a semi-auto. It doesn't make it, as slow as the tortoise, but it does make it fire rapidly, I guess you could say. Sort of like a, not auto fire, nothing like an assault rifle, but more like a G7 Scout or the 30-30 without hop-up. And frankly, the bow, I've yet to use it, so we can't really say what it's like. But for the Sentinel, this could make the Sentinel very viable. As I discussed with my pastly before-mentioned Twitter congregation, them adding back the Peacekeeper and possibly increasing the Mozambique to 6 bullets. You heard me right. 6 bullets. The biggest joke in the game just become arguably the most lethal thing in human history. I missed season 1 when the Mozambique had 3 bullets, no hop up, and it was the biggest joke to have ever existed since my life. And with them adding back the Peacekeeper and any future buffs they may have, or nerfs for shotguns, we could be seeing a very big close-range meta. Not talking like the EV8's so good, or they don't have the Mastiff in the care package. But to where shotguns will arguably almost be more viable than assault rifles, which is insane. And they're probably going to be nerfing the Spitfire. So all you Spitfire campers, you're getting what's coming to you soon. I will find you, and we will nerf your Spitfire. But I don't know how I feel about this. It's interesting, because if shotguns become the meta, then the other meta is going to be snipers. Which means with them adding the triple take into the care package, I know F's in the chat, but don't whine about it like y'all did the R99. Okay? This gun kind of deserves it due to the fact that its versatility is insane, and putting it in the care package, I am okay with. I'm going to be honest. It was, I don't know how to word this. It was so versatile, because if you think of it, the bullets don't drop. They always go in the same spot. Or they drop, but it's complicated. And so if you took off your choke, you had a shotgun. And if you put on choke, you had pretty much the most dangerous sniper since a longbow, Skullpiercer, and Kraber, which, yes, F's in the chat, Skullpiercer's being removed. It makes sense, I can assume. I guess they're kind of dipping their feet in the water. And as I was getting back to, this will mean that shotguns and snipers will become the new meta. Because everyone's going to be running a shotgun, but in order to counter it, everyone's going to be running a sniper. So it's really a contradictory meta. Because if everyone's running shotgun and sniper, then all battles will either be in your face, or is that a human or a bush over there? And then you get cravered. And it intrigues me that they're going this direction. Why are they buffing the Mozambique? Why are they putting the triple take in the care package? I know I just explained why. Why are they removing Skull Piercer? And I genuinely have no idea what to say. I'm just starstruck. I'm blabbergasted. We truly are just going to have to see where this goes, aren't we? Allow me to continue with the original point I began with. Valkyrie's abilities. Now, after reading, using my vast intelligence to read the actual interview with Daniel Zenon Klein, my greatest enemy, because he decided that Caustic was going to be buffed, then nerfed, then nothing, and then nerfed into the ever-loving ground. Rest in peace, Mr. Nox, you're 6 feet below. But allow me to begin. So, Valkyrie's abilities. So as we see here, she is using her ultimate, which will allow her to redeploy, like you do from the dropship, both you and your teammates. Which makes me think, God, am I going to hate fighting Valkyries because of this. Valkyrie is going to be the ultimate, oh, I don't like this situation, I'm out of here card. If they're in a sticky situation, you're going to be able to just fly out of there. Just because no one's going to want to deal with that. And so teams that are running Valkyrie are probably also going to be characters like Octane or Pathfinder, characters with high mobility, just so they can be like, haha, guess what? We don't like you. And just fly away into oblivion because they personally don't want to deal with you. And it just feels so weird. And it's just going to be so annoying because it's just going to be so hard to fight. I'm losing a train of thought here. Her passive is flight, so back to that far ability. She is able to fly, and when flying, she is able to, launch away into, or she's just able to fly, just like glide around, I don't know, leisurely stroll, like, man, really don't want to deal with this Caustic, Rampart, and Watson. Just fly away. And she can use her tactical, and after reading the review, not as concerned because they say her abilities won't do much damage, but she will stun. So, I'm already seeing this. Horizon ult, Valkyrie tactical, and someone else who does massive damage. Maybe a Jibby or Bangalore ult, and that's just, oh god. In some interviews, they also learned that Fuse is getting a buff. His Knuckle Cluster will have a lower cooldown, which is good. Fuse needs that. Same 2 charges. Lifeline is getting a buff/nerf. So, the nerf is, of course, no revive shield. But the buff is a lower decrease on her ultimate, as well as at least a guaranteed upgrade, which I guess is not good. I don't know. I don't like it. I'm going to be honest. I've never played Lifeline. Barely touch her. Maybe played her for a challenge or 2. Her revive shield, is strong. It is a battle axe in the battlefield. Just absolute annihilation. Or defense, I guess. But taking that away would be kind of like just removing Caustic's gas traps altogether, I guess. It's like a viable and vital kit part to her. It's like taking the leopard taking the spots away from the leopard. It's just, I get, okay, the care package got buffed, which is good. But Lifeline, granted, did lose low profile. Watson, Lifeline, and Wraith, oh god, Wraith, have all lost low profile. So they will not be taking increased damage. And also Pathfinder. Sorry, I forgot about a character I don't like. Revenant rocks. Superior robot. Let's go. So that's what we kind of have on Valkyrie's abilities. Personally, again, I'm not hyped for the champion. I'm not. Personally, it feels like they're just kind of going like, how can we appease the Titanfall 2 part of our audience? Let's make her Viper's daughter. Which me and my brother, Doom Ninja is the name I will call him, have been theorizing for a long time on if it is possible that the Apex Predators had a life outside of their time to murder a Vanguard class Titan and Rifleman, which all horribly failed. And we've come to the conclusion that there's maybe one other Apex Predator who could have a family, and that's Blisk. But Blisk is too much of a loner because, let's all be frank, everyone, the rest of the Apex Predators are literally mentally insane. Let's go through our list now. We have Richter, madman who loves murder. We have Sloan, murderer. We have Ash, sadist, also robot. And then we have good buddy Kane, who, because we died, we're not invited to his birthday party. And a massive drug user, like insane, like, no doctor can solve that. And I probably missed an Apex Predator, I don't know who though. And personally, just, no one else was mentally, I guess, stable enough to have a family. So this is probably the only Titanfall 2 character we'll get in the game unless they decide to add Blisk or Cooper. And if they add Cooper or Blisk and they're not voiced by their original voice actors, I will riot. I will scream in the streets for the original voice actors, just because I find it hilarious that any interaction between Blisk and Caustic will just be JB Blanc talking to himself. Oh, that's just funny to me. Okay, now, skins. So these are the skins that we saw in the video. So here we have, oh god, no. Okay, yeah, Wraith is getting another Battle Pass skin. Now, from what it looks is that she has an Oni on her head, which is kind of like a Japanese war demon. And personally, I think that's pretty cool. The skin doesn't look too bad, gonna be honest, but I hate it. I can't. Okay, one of my friends got the statistics of every legendary Battle Pass skin for every character, okay? I'm not going to put them up because I'm lazy, but let's continue. So this is the Rampart skin. Kind of cool, like a Japanese archer-ish vibe, which I'm digging. I'm digging the vibe. I like it. Here we have Octane, and the devs already said this is not a Battle Pass skin. In fact, it seems like it's going to be for Arena. So I guess maybe they're going to have like specific Arena awards. Someone suggested it might be like grindable camos like in Titanfall 2, which that will be interesting. I'm excited. Here is the legendary Devotion skin. It reminds me of the Season 3 reactive skin of the Peacekeeper, or before they were reactive. We also have Seafoam Swindler here, a recolor of a Mirage skin. I can't remember which. I know it's probably not coming back, but I'm going to remain hopeful, mostly because I have a Mirage main of a friend, and he would love to have this skin. Now, this is where I want to talk about the map changes happening to good old Olympus. So the pictures here are going to flash quickly, but here we have Cargo Ship and what looks to be the Estates, I believe it was called. I can't remember. No, not Estates. Boy, that was weird. It was like, I can't remember its name off the top of my head, but they seem to have been infested by some kind of plant. Now, honestly, this just... Oh, Bonsai Plaza. That's its name. No, but this just makes me massively curious. As far as I'm concerned, in Titanfall lore, there is nothing that can do something like this. There's no plant-eating monsters, but this just got me befuddled. I have absolutely no idea what is going on here. And it just makes me so confused. So this is kind of what I'm seeing. It looks like what I'm guessing is that we're probably going to have some form of like a competitive match mode. So we already have the ALGs, the Autumn League games, or whatever they're called, where it's, of course, Battle Royale style. And they might release like a competitive arena game for this arena mode. I'm excited with all the custom maps and everything. Although I will assume that the meta is already going to be long-range characters. And I know that sounds weird, but hear me out. Champions that are defensive, primarily Caustic, Watts, and Wattson, are probably not going to do too well due to the fact that their whole strategy is what I like to call bunker up and obliterate. But Rampart might do well, considering exactly how large the arenas are. The new champion, Valkyrie's going to do well. Wraith might do well. Revenant, I could see him fitting into this new meta somewhere. Bloodhound, Crypto, Gibraltar, and Bangalore. First, I want to say sorry for all the cutting outs. Doing some things behind the scenes, working on some things, doing some chores. Life is life, guys. Gotta do what I gotta do. But, yes, as I was saying, those champions will probably do well. Mobility champions like Horizon, Valkyrie, Pathfinder, Octane will probably do well. Caustic and Wattson and Mirage and maybe Loba, I don't know. I can see as the primary, oh my lord, why did you pick this on our team? We literally are going to lose, oh my sweet lord. Like, that's already how I kind of see this going. Hopefully, Caustic is getting a buff, and Wattson this season. Loba looks like she's getting a buff, a really good one, and I hope for the best for every single Loba main. Now, let's get in to the next segment. We are going to talk a bit about Captain America. Yes, that's right. I know you've probably been wondering, why is he saying Captain America and not Falcon? Because guess what? Falcon is the new Captain America. Yeah. And he's awesome. I'm going to be honest. I love it. I love how the first villain he fights in his new uniform is the same villain Captain America fights first in Winter Soldier, and that's Batroc the Leaper. Oui. It is revealed to us that Carter is the power broker, which fills me with great infuriating rage. Walker becomes USA agent. So, he's not a bad guy. He's more like Venom, I guess. So we're going to see more of him, and I can't wait to. He was a fabulous actor. Dear Lord, I loved him. He was just so good at everything. Oh my Lord, he was a good character. He played being the hated role so well, and it's astonishing, and I'm just, round of applause for Russell. He is so good, and I can't wait to see more of him. Carly dies, and the rest of the super soldiers are killed by Zemo's butler. It was the butler who did it. Bum, bum, bum. But Zemo is on the raft, and he's obviously very happy at this, because, no more super soldiers, son. And there's become a lot of great memes from this series, I'm going to be honest. Looking back at the end when Bucky is with Sam's family, he doesn't have his glove on, if anyone notices, which means and he takes off his jacket, which means he's actually comfortable showing who he truly is. He's not afraid that people will shun him because of his awesome arm. He's showing it proudly, and it's amazing. I love the political message a bit in there. I know I say political, although I don't know why I said that. I love the message of the whole that you can change anything how you are, and it just makes me think of an old MLK quote, to not judge a person by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. And Sam's character is the GOAT. He's trying to solve things peacefully. He doesn't see the world in like a black and white view. He sees it as everyone can change, and it's so good. And I'm very excited for this. Trying to think of anything else I can really talk about this. I'm just excited overall. Loki's coming in June, but this is where I'm going to have to say this. During the months of June, July, and August, I will be staffing a summer camp, so you're going to get a lot less of these. I'm going to be honest with y'all. A lot less of these. I'm not going to be playing much Apex. All my information will be from you guys on Twitter and everything. I'm just really hyped. I'm going to be this year. There's still like 3 TV shows and the Black Widow movie, which has Captain Russia, and he is going to be awesome. As well as Taskmaster. Loved Taskmaster. Always loved him. I love those mercenary characters. Like, you give me Taskmaster, you give me Bosk, give me Revenant, mercenaries. Well, kick your butt. What else can we possibly discuss? Oh, Legends of Runeterra, the card game released by Riot Games, seems to be getting an expansion. Now, if you watch the trailer, it's an amazing one. It looks like they'll be adding the Malphite as a card, Zelene as a card, which I'm all for, as well as, I can never remember her name. It's the weird girl who uses the magic blades. There's not much, I guess, I can really talk about. So just a quick recap. I hate Valkyrie. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to say it now for those of you who are sticking around to the end. I do not like her character currently. I feel like she's cocky, arrogant, self-absorbed. Not nearly as much as Caustic or Revenant, but definitely the kind of person who that is going to be their downfall. I'm excited for interactions with her because, I don't know, I want everyone here to listen. I called it. People are already shipping Rampart and Valkyrie, and they literally only discussed and talked to each other for like 5 seconds. Not even that, like 0.25. Like, why, people? Like, just makes me angry. I don't know. Well. Y'all made it to the end. I know this is a longer episode, arguably almost 30 minutes, unless suddenly something pops into my mind that I can talk about. Nope, nothing's popping into my mind. So, this is where I'm going to end it, y'all. Thank you for listening to the Royal Decree Podcast. I'm Lord Wynn. Our socials will be in the description below. Make sure to follow us on Twitter. Hit that like button. Subscribe. Leave a comment. What are your feelings on Season 9? Are you hyped for it? Are you worried? Are you excited? Is your blood boiling with anger? I don't know. Let's see where this goes. Make sure to follow me on Twitter, Instagram. I already said that. And I hope you all have a great day. Goodbye, my subjects and friends.